looks like Meghan and Harry could have had one person on their side upon their recent visit to meet Her Majesty the Queen out at Windsor Castle. But who was it? And more importantly, did it backfire? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company today. As ever, lovely to see you. I hope you're all keeping well, one and all, and be very kind to each other on the comments. Do see that some of you get a little bit feisty with each other, but let's not forget we are a friendly community, and of course we want each other to be friendly, happy, and enjoy the content and of course the comments. However, shall we say, spiky this suddenly may become. Back as ever though to your breaking royal story of the day. This really centres upon the recent visit, of course, from Harry and Meghan, unannounced as it were, without much security in fact, to meet the Queen, Prince Charles, that's all, at Windsor Castle. Of course, a lot of people are saying, well, why didn't royal watchers know? Well, the simple fact is that when you think about it, it's quite clever, because if they could have done this and come to Windsor Castle on the orders of Our Gracious Majesty the Queen, how easy would it have been for them to simply replicate that a couple of weeks earlier for, of course, the memorial of the late Duke of Edinburgh? Seemingly, he didn't fit that bracket. Now, what we're being told is this, because it's interesting, isn't it? A while back, if you recall, Princess Eugenie was in New York. She went to a Lakers game or whatever it was called. I never know quite what it is actually out there. Is it baseball, basketball, football, soccer? I'm not a sports person, can you tell? But those were the pictures with Princess Eugenie, and then of course they were snapped having that also taped to take dinner in the very wide open space in California. Interesting to note as ever. And we were told that Princess Eugenie was the person, the link back to making sure that Harry and Meghan at least could have an open door back into the British monarchy, not to return as full-time working royals. Oh no, that time was up already in March. Now, what we're told is this, that Princess Eugenie said, oh no, it wouldn't be difficult for you at all, you know? And as ever, we have to say allegedly. She's a nice, kind person, let me tell you, I've met her. But I think really she misjudged the room, because as we now know, there were simply only 15 minutes accredited to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Well, in fact, Meghan was placed outside, we can confirm that. It wasn't a joint meeting between Harry and the Queen. Now, what we are told is this, and we are expecting this to come out in some form or another in due course. And as ever, we have to say allegedly. One of the topics that was discussed was the Councillor of State situation. That is, of course, the people who are on the Councillor of State list in case Our Gracious Majesty the Queen is indisposed and can't deal with the matters of the state. As you know, it's Prince Charles, and then Prince William, and then of course Prince Harry, Prince Andrew, and in an emergency, I'm told, it could even be the Princess Royal, Princess Anne. A far more worthy cause in my opinion, but that's just me. And apparently that was the reason why Her Majesty the Queen wished to meet Prince Harry alone. Nothing more than that. Now, obviously these are private matters of state, but they will come to a head in due course. And as ever right now, we cannot deny or confirm this particular story, but I've been told by a very good source that that was one of the topics on the agenda in that very brief meeting. So while Prince Harry and Meghan Markle may have thought they were coming back for an open arms welcome deal, let's see what we can do to make you warm and fuzzy back into the royal family, what he actually was met with was something a little bit more private and more indeed serious. It will be interesting, if this is the case, to see exactly how this is spun out to the world's media by those ever expensive PR teams that Harry and Meghan continue to employ without, in my opinion, much great results. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.